Hello everybody, this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 2011 movie Shark Night. Um, the movie is directed by David R. Ellis and written by Will Hayes and Jesse Studenberg, and follows a group of college students who are spending a weekend out at a lake house and everything, and there ended up being sharks in the lake, and they're getting killed off one by the sharks. This movie sucks so bad. The cast is very, very terrible. None of them were good at all in this movie. The acting was just some of the worst I've ever seen. And the characters are so badly written. There wasn't one character in this movie that I thought was likable. I was halfway rooting for this shark the entire time, and then also thinking those poor sharks have to eat these people. That has to be bad for their health. It's just so terrible. And everything. The only cast member that I really recognized was Sarah Paxton. I'd seen her in a few movies that came out when I was a teenager. She used to be in a lot of the teen movies that I used to like. And then one of the girls in here was on American Idol. I remember her too, but I can't remember what her name is. But the rest of the cast is just absolutely horrible. There's a subplot with the reason why the sharks are in the lake. To be honest, I don't even really remember what it was. I was barely able to keep focus on this movie because of how bad it was and everything. And I had heard this movie was really bad, and I was kind of hoping that maybe I would enjoy it as a so bad it's good movie, but I have to say it's as bad as everybody says it is. It's not even so bad it's good. It's just so bad because it's bad movie. It just sucked. The sharks looked really terrible. Most of them were made with really, really poor CGI. There was one shark in here that they actually had built that was mechanical that looked pretty cool and everything. It was a hammerhead shark, and everything. That one didn't look absolutely terrible, but the rest of the sharks looked horrible and everything. The kills are done really weird. The way that it's filmed, like the humans are like swimming one way above water, but then when it cuts to the underwater scenes where the sharks are coming towards them, they're swimming the complete opposite way. It's really, really, really terrible the way that they did that. And I think David R. Ellis' directing was absolutely horrible on this and everything, which I think is pretty sad, because I thought he did a good job with movies like Final Destination 2 and Homeward Bound 2 and Snakes on a Plane, which that one is so bad it's good movie. That's one of the reasons why I was kind of looking forward to this one. I was like, okay, maybe this one will be like Snakes on a Plane where it's so bad it's good, but it was terrible. One of the worst horror movies I've ever seen and everything. I'd have to say it's probably my top 5 worst horror movies, and it's easily the worst shark movie I've ever seen, which I haven't seen very many, to be honest, because outside of the Jaws franchise, I haven't really watched a lot of shark movies, and the ones that I have seen, most of them aren't that great, but this one is just absolutely horrible. And everything. Like I've seen Sharknado, and yeah, those movies are bad, but they're meant to be bad. They're so bad they're good and everything. But this movie tries to be serious. It tries to take itself seriously and everything, and it's just so freaking terrible and everything. The movie is an hour and a half, and it took me I wasn't even able to finish it last night. I had to turn it off for a little while, and I decided I had to go ahead and finish it this morning because I don't like starting movies and not finishing them, but it was very hard to get through and everything. And it's one of the worst movies I've ever seen. The only good things about this movie that I think I could really say is some of the cinematography was pretty good and everything. Some of the underwater cinematography was good, although it felt like it was trying to rip off Jaws in some of those scenes, like the swimming around from the shark's point of view. It felt like a really, really cheap knockoff of Jaws. And there were a couple of cool death scenes, but besides that, there wasn't really anything about this movie that I could really say was that great. And like I said, the one shark that they used practical effects for, I thought they did a good job with that too. So those are really the only things about this movie that I thought were good. And the only other good part about this movie was when the credits finally started rolling. I thought it was never going to end and everything. So I'm going to give Shark Night a rating that I don't give very often. I'm giving it a 0 out of 10. It's just an absolute, completely terrible movie, and I definitely do not recommend it to anybody. If you want to watch a shark movie that you know is going to be so bad that it's good or something, I just recommend watching a Sharknado movie or any of those shark movies that you see on the Sci-Fi Channel, or even Deep Blue Sea. But I highly do not recommend this movie because it's just so terrible and everything. It's one of the worst movies I've ever seen, and so far out of the few shark movies I've seen, it's the worst one I've ever seen and everything. So I give, like I said, I give it a 0 out of 10 and everything. So and I think Sunday night we're doing a live stream where we watch Jaws with me and some of the guys from Horror Enthusiast 101. I think Corey from CDR and Derek from Derek's Horror Corner for sure are going to be on there. I'm not sure. I think I'm not for sure who else is going to be on there, but as far as I know, I'm going to be on there, and we're going to be talking about Jaws and watching it. So definitely want to check that out and everything. I'll let y'all know more about it when I find out a little bit more about which channel it's going to be on and everything. But I know it'll be at 6 o'clock and everything. So, but thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you have seen this movie, let me know in the comments if you think it's as bad as I think it is, or if you thought it was okay, or what. And have a good day, everybody.